Hey, everybody. So I am here. It's Richard Silver, and I'm with the Silver Burtnick Group and Associates at Sotheby's International Realty Canada. And I have a great friend on, and her name is Anne Shumbo, and Anne is from Manhattan Beach, which is, if those of you who don't know where Manhattan Beach is, it's a little bit north of the airport in Los Angeles, LAX. So welcome, Anne. It's great to have you
Thank
here.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So tell me a little bit about the market you would normally serve and how
Sure.
what's the area? Tell us about it.
So as you stated, I'm in Manhattan Beach, which is a coastal beach town. It is part of LA County. I know you mentioned north. We're just slightly south of the
Oh, south.
airport.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
but that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
And so we're just slightly south of the airport, and we're known as the beach cities. We're a microcosm within LA, on the coast. And so most of the people know us by Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, Redondo Beach, and what we refer to as the Hill, which is Palos Verdes. We call it the Malibu
Yeah.
of the beach cities.
Yeah. And you have a great community there. I spent some time there with you this summer. Actually, I was there
Yes,
twice this summer, once
I
for
know. It was
ninja
so
training
nice.
and once for, we called it Level Up. And it was a lot of fun for Sotheby's. It was wonderful to be there. And yeah, it's a great area, great restaurants. Some of them you
Yes.
took me to. And I
Mhm.
know you do lots of video about the restaurants there and
Yes.
everything. So what are you doing now that the restaurants are closed?
Well, we actually have two more that were supposed to come out, and we felt that we would delay them because one, it wasn't appropriate because the restaurants aren't open right now.
Yeah.
Some of the restaurants are still doing takeout.
Yes.
So we're not doing video right now. I am still doing my Tuesday tips, but not with my professional videographer because we feel at this time, we need to take into account health and safety.
Taking
So
chances.
yeah, and so it's just more, I've just been doing like little things about what you could do at home with your families, or like this week I talked about what a walk street is, because we have these little innuendos about our area that are unique to us, and
Yes.
I found it odd when I moved here. I was like, what's a walk street? Like
Yeah,
people will
tell
talk in
us what is
code.
a walk street.
So a walk street is where houses face each other and a sidewalk separates it. So all the houses face each other, and we call those walk streets
Ah,
because you can walk up and down. The garages are on the back side of the house. So, and there's sections, and it's called the sand section,
right.
which is basically where you walked along the Strand up
Yes.
to two streets called Valley and Ardmore that kind of run through the center of town. So they call that the sand section because you're closer to the beach.
Wonderful. So
Yeah.
does that mean you can be socially distant from somebody else and share a glass of wine, even though you're six,
Yes.
seven, well, I guess 12 feet away at least?
Yes, exactly. So what's nice on the walk streets is our lots are typically 30 by 90, which is
Yeah.
2,700 square feet. So
Yeah.
you can yell to your neighbor across the way.
Right.
We do that out the window.
Yeah.
And we did have a neighborhood. We all social distanced in our yards, but we did come out on Sunday in the afternoon and had a glass of wine together. You
Yeah.
met my neighbor, David,
Yeah.
at the restaurant. So we all had a glass of wine while respecting our distances, but got out of our houses to enjoy the sunshine.
It's so important. You've never been to our house or our street, but the street
Mm-mm.
we live on, it's a dead end. There's about
Yeah.
20 or 30 houses, and usually in the afternoon, there's people out there. They've got the dogs out there, social
Mhm.
distancing. The dogs are playing, and there is conversation that goes on, but everybody's 6, 8, 10 feet away from each other,
Yeah.
and it's wonderful to live in a street like that. It really makes you proud of the community spirit.
It really does.
Yeah,
And the thing we have to be cognizant of here is while we have the county laws, sometimes the city can override what the county is doing. So Manhattan Beach has put in an ordinance of no more than two or more together. It used to be groups of six or more. Now it's two because last week our beaches were very full. on the weekend. They did close the parking lot, and then they have now since closed the beach and the Strand because so many people were gathering
Right.
or coming from other areas that just for the health and safety of the community, they have shut those and then also restricted the groups to 2 or less because you have a lot of kids that are out of school and it's hard, a
It's
lot of
hard to keep
people.
the kids away from each
Exactly.
other. It's hard to have those conversations with them,
Exactly.
and yet it can, it can spread very easily, and so it's
Mhm.
really important. Yeah, the only thing we do is we try every day to take our dog for a long walk. We
Yes.
stay as far as we can away from other people, but
Mhm.
the dog park, the off-leash dog park that we normally go to is closed. They don't want people congregating,
Which
even
is smart.
though a few weeks ago when it was still, we were still talking about it, we were congregating in the largest group of at least 6 to 10 feet away from each
Yes.
other because we were aware of it. I think it's important.
Sure.
So what's happening with your business? That's what one of the things that we want to talk about.
Sure. Well, what's happening here is we were not considered essential. I'm waiting to find out. I believe on Sunday it did change that we're essential. However, we're still, I'm under Vista Sotheby's International Realty.
Right.
So as a business, we are still practicing our safety standards,
Yes.
avoiding the only homes that are really being shown are if they are empty, and then there's
Yes.
still safety precautions for that.
Yeah.
Everything has moved to video. Buyers must be pre-approved before seeing a property, and we're just trying to do everything remotely. And
Yes.
for some people, it's subject to inspection, writing the offer subject to inspection.
Yeah.
I actually have an escrow right now, and it was new construction, and it's been delayed because initially some of the cities were taking a no building.
Right.
You can kind of hear construction right now in the background. That's new construction down the
Right.
street from me. And initially they had shut that off, but they've just made it essential again. So construction can continue. And I have one that was delayed because we needed the CO, the certificate from the city, because they're delayed because of all of this.
Yeah.
So, there's things that are still moving, but for the most part, like my listings are on hold right now.
Right. The only problem, I mean, we are also designated a an essential service. So we have been working
Okay.
as much as we can. We've been remote. We've been doing lots of, um, you know, uh, virtual open houses, etc.
Sure.
The only thing where it is going to affect us, I think, is the in dealing with estates.
Oh,
The
yes.
that court is shut down completely.
Okay.
So if we have any clients who they've got something in escrow or something, they cannot get the names transferred fast enough. We have the
Okay.
registry offices open, that's not a problem, but it's our estate system that's gone quiet.
How much of your business is done with the US?
We have lots of Canadians, as you know, who are living in the
Yes.
U.S.
Hmm.
And sometimes they buy, they come up here. They have houses here. We have a lot of people, especially in the L.A. area.
Hmm.
Last year, we sold the property that was owned by somebody who's movie television person,
Sure.
originally from Toronto, and just wanted to sell his house and get an apartment instead.
Okay.
And he was referred to us by somebody from. What's that place, Laguna or something like that? Anyway, so one of the beach areas, he was going back and forth and doing movies, et cetera, et
Okay.
cetera. And it wasn't Clint Eastwood.
No, he's up in Nicole's area.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, and I'm going to talk to her this afternoon. Anyway,
Oh,
so
good.
so anything else? You're doing all the protocols. Okay, now here comes the real important thing.
Okay.
I think you know what I'm going to ask you. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when your hair becomes a natural color?
Oh my God, it already is. You can see it. I,
Yeah.
and what's so funny, this is such a girl thing. My hair was due 2 weeks before this started. So I was already 2 weeks delayed.
Oh my God.
And now I'm 4 weeks. And so my hairdresser was joking around. He might put together like a little kit for me so I
Kit.
can kind of paint it. But believe it or not, I went online and I bought a L'Oreal kit, which my hairdresser will kill me, where you can just paint like little sections
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but when I went to do it, it was sold out across the US. So I had to like really dig to find it because everybody's doing the same thing.
So we have to watch. We can't have, we have to watch for toilet paper,
Yes.
wipes, masks, rubber gloves, and L'Oreal hair color.
Color, yes.
Okay.
That it's the what's it called? The hair lighting kit. It's so funny. It's sold out everywhere. It's
Oh my
hilarious.
God. Yeah, it's funny what people are running out of. I mean, we live in Canada, which is probably one of the biggest makers of toilet paper in the world. And everybody went to Costco and everything, and they bought out toilet paper. It's,
They do that here too, and
yeah,
we were joking around about it because 2 weeks before this really went on lockdown, somebody had texted, "You should have seen the lines at Costco."
yeah,
So there were people that were already preparing for this, which was very smart on their
yeah,
part, 2 weeks prior to this really going viral across the US. So,
yeah. And there's been some wonderful jokes on the internet, which are a little bit
oh, hilarious.
hilarious, some of them, but it's not a time we should be laughing. It's a time we should be very serious. However, from time to time, I think you just need to relax. Now, how is your mental state? Are you fine? I mean, you're always positive.
I I'm a pretty positive person in general. And I mean, the hard part is there are people suffering from this, and
Oh,
that's the
definitely.
tragedy
Yeah.
in all of this. But in terms of, you know, me, myself, I've actually just used this as a time to get organized. There's only so much I can do from a business standpoint. I don't really feel like
Exactly.
it's appropriate to be soliciting business. I'm just checking in with my clients. But I'm really kind of using it as the time to clean up my business. There's a lot of tedious things that I've really needed to do that you put on the back burner. So it's really the time to get those things done.
And
And just some things.
how clean is your house right now? Has it ever been this clean?
Well, I'll tell you, I miss my cleaning lady.
Oh, don't do that. I can see the hair.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
sorry.
bad.
Yeah,
But that's actually a style.
yeah. Nikki
It's
Field from New York, who I'm sure you know, said every woman in America is only 2 weeks away from their natural hair color.
oh, unbelievable.
I know, it is unbelievable. Anyways, I just want to say thank you and stay safe, please, and look after yourself. Keep in shape. Drink lots of fluids.
Got
I
my
don't know that wine counts. So I
Yeah, I
just want.
wonder how much wine is being consumed. I'm surprised the stores haven't run out yet.
Not only that, are we going to have another baby boom 9 months from
Oh,
now?
I'm sure we are.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's going to be a new baby boom generation that comes up in the next few months. Anyways,
Exactly.
thanks again, Anne
Thank you,
Shumbo,
Richard.
and she's from Manhattan Beach and south of Los Angeles. And
Thank
again,
you.
just a big hug and stay safe, please. That's the
Likewise to you.
most important thing.